Hello everyone, welcome to Vishesh Educational Videos. In this video, I am explaining about the different types of Unix files that are supported in Unix operating system. First, I will discuss how a command is going to be executed in Unix operating system. Then I will discuss what are the different types of files that are supported in Unix operating system. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. To get the notification of my new videos, please click the bell icon, and please don't forget to like the video, and please don't forget to share the video with your friends. So let me begin the explanation of Unix files that are supported in Unix operating system. Different types of Unix files that are supported in Unix operating system. So for any operating system, files are the building blocks. Files play a very important role if you take any operating system. So now I will discuss how a command is going to be executed in Unix, right? Then I am going to discuss different types of Unix files. So in the first step, for each and every command in Unix, the separate file will be maintained in a file system. For example, here in this diagram we have two different types of commands here, ls command and mkdir command. ls command is going to list the files that are present in your operating system. The mkdir command is going to create the directory, right guys? So here assume that I am executing the ls command. When you type the ls command in your terminal, kernel is going to fetch the file of that particular ls command that is present in the file system. So files for every command will be maintained in the file system. So when you type ls, for ls also there will be a file that is present in the file system. Kernel is going to fetch that file of a ls from the file system. After that, it is going to extract the instruction text. Instruction text is going to tell about that particular instruction, what you have to do, those things, those details will be there in that instruction text. Kernel is going to fetch that instruction text from the file, and it's going to store the instruction text in the memory, right? After that, kernel is going to create a executable process, right? That executable process is going to take that instruction text that is stored in the memory, and it is going to execute your command. Getting guys? So this is the procedure, simple procedure. A command will be maintained in a file. That file is going to be fetched from the kernel, and it's going to extract the instruction text that is stored in the file, right? After extracting the instruction text, kernel is going to store that instruction text in the memory. So now instruction text is available. You have to execute the particular instruction. So for that, kernel is going to create a separate process, that is executable process, right? That executable process is going to take that instruction text, and it's going to execute that particular command, because instruction text contains the details related to that particular command. That executable process is going to take that instruction text, and it's going to execute that particular command, and the output will be displayed of that command once the execution process is completed. So in this way, the command will be executed on behalf of the user in the Unix operating system. Hope you are understanding guys. Suppose if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Now I will discuss different types of Unix file types, right? So a file in a Unix or POSIX system may be one of the following types. So for example, regular file, directory file, fifo file, device file. In a device file, character device file, block device file, right? Symbolic file. So these are the different types of files that are supported in Unix. Now first I will discuss the regular file. So what is a regular file? A regular file may be either a text file or a binary file. Binary file means it contains zeros and ones. Text file means it will contain the characters. So these regular files, these files may be read or written to by users with appropriate access permission. This file can be used by the user to write the contents to the file or to read the contents from the file. Simple files. These are simple text files, regular files or binary files. Regular files may be created, right, or it can be modified, such as by using editors, text editors or compilers. Regular files can be modified, created, deleted, browsed. You can do those things to these files using a text editors. For example, text editor example can be MS Office, right, spreadsheet applications. So you can create such type of regular files using some text editors. Getting, guys? If you want to remove this file, you can remove the file using some commands also. To remove a file, rm command you can use like that. Hope you are understanding, guys. Regular file is a simple file. Either it can be in a text form or it can be in a binary form. You can read the contents from the file, you can write the contents to the file, and you can modify your file using the text editor. Right? Notepad is a text editor. WordPad is a text editor. MS Word, text editor. Right? These are all the examples. You can create this type of files using any one of the text editors. That is regular file. Next, directory file. It is like a folder. Directory file is nothing but it's like a folder that contains other files. You can group the files into a folder, and that folder is nothing but a directory file. Directory contains different types of files, and directory contains subdirectory also. Hope you are understand. Directory file is a folder that contains other files. So directory file can also contain subdirectory files, right? So why we need this directory file? Directory, it always provides a means for users to organize their files into some hierarchical structure, right? If you want to organize your files based on some characteristic or some relationship in a hierarchical structure, you can use a folder or a directory. You can see there in the example, bin directory contains all system executable programs such as cat, remove, sort. You can see there, this directory, bin directory, contains all the system executable programs, ls, sort, rm, cat, like that. So I can group files into a directory, or else a directory can contain subdirectory also. So for example, see here, a directory may be created in Unix using a mkdir command. So mkdir command is going to be used to create the directory, and in the same way directory may be removed using a rmdir command. You can see there, if you use mkdir, it will create a that user /foo/xyz is a path. It is a path. Hope you are understanding. It will go to the user folder, then it will create a foo, then in that foo it will create a xyz like that. Hope you are understanding, right? So the content of the directory may be displayed by the ls command. Ls is going to list the content of that particular directory. It will list the files that are present in the particular directory. Hope you are understanding, guys. Directory is going to be used to organize your files, right? Hope you are understanding. If you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Next one is a device file. If I say a device file, there are two types of device files. One is a block device file and another one is a character device file. So block device file represents the physical device that transmits a data block at a time, right? So block device file represents a physical device. For example, floppy disk drives, CD disk drives. These are the actual physical device. I'm considering the device as a file here. It is going to transmit the data in the form of blocks. For example, your DVD drive. DVD drive is a hardware. It's a physical device. DVD drive is going to transmit the data in the form of a block. Hope you understand. So that is a block device file. It will transmit the data in the form of blocks. Character device file means it represents a physical device that transmits data in a character-based manner. In block device file, data will be transferred in the form of block. In a character device file, the data will be transferred in the form of character. For example, printer, modems, consoles. In a printer, you can see there to print the particular file, character should be passed. That is the example for a character device file. And one more important thing, if I say a device, that physical device can be a block also, or it can be character also, or it can be a combination of both block and character also. It is possible. You can use different access methods for different types, right? It is possible. Next, an application programs may perform read and write operation on a device file, and the OS will automatically invoke an appropriate device driver function. Device driver function task is to identify the particular device. How application program, how our application is going to perform the read write operation to the device file means through the use of a device driver. Device driver is a software that is mainly used to identify the particular device, right? So for example, when you want to type something through the keyboard, that keyboard will be identified by a device driver file that is meant for the keyboard, right? That this device driver file is used by your application, and you are going to interact with the application using the keyboard. Hope you are understanding. For mouse also, one device driver will be there. How it is going to detect the movement of your mouse? Using the device driver. That movement will be passed on to your driver. Data will be transferred between your mouse and your application. Hope you are understanding, right? Next, an application program in turn may choose to transfer data by either a character based or block based. It depends on the application. It can transfer your data in the form of block also. It can transfer your data in the form of character also. Application will decide that. And one more important thing, how to create a device file in Unix operating system means a device file is created in Unix through the mknod command, mknod command. You can create a device file using a mknod command. For example, you can see here I am creating a device file cdsk, right? So you can see there C is there, C1155. C is nothing but I am creating a character device file. Hope you are understanding. mknod C, right? C is nothing but a character device file. If you want to create a block device file, instead of C you can use B. Getting? And here 115 is there, right? That is major device number. 5 is there, right? That is minor device number. Now, hope you are understanding. This command is going to create a character device file. If you want to create a block device file, you have to use B instead of C. Now, what is a major device number and what is a minor device number? A major device number is an index to a kernel table that contains the addresses of all the device driver function known to the system, right? So for each and every device there will be device driver, right? So major device number is the device driver number that is allocated to particular device. So kernel is going to maintain this major device number for all the devices that are addresses of all the device drivers that are present in the system. Whenever a process reads data from or writes data to a device file, the kernel uses the device file major number to select and invoke a device driver function. Because there will be so many devices, right? You have to identify for which device I have to open which device driver. For which device I have to open a particular device driver function, right? You have to decide which device driver you have to open for a particular device. How you are going to identify that means using this major device number. Hope you are understanding, right? Once the device driver function is selected using this number, the data transfer will take place between your device and between your device. Minor device number means it is an integer value to be passed as an argument to a device driver function. You can ask a question. You find out your device using a device driver function. Why I need this minor device number means, for example, assume that you have 5 same devices, 5 mouse. So device driver function for a mouse will be same, right? How many mouse devices are there here? 5. Device driver number for mouse will be 115, assume like that. But in that 5 device, what is the device driver number? 115 for that mouse. But how many mouses are there here? 5. So for which mouse you have to do that means 5. Fifth mouse. For a fifth mouse, I have to select a device driver function. Hope you are understanding. So assume that the major number for the mouse is 115. There are 5 mouses. How many mouses? 5 mouses are present. For first mouse also major number will be 115. For second mouse also major number will be 115. For third, fourth and fifth also major number will be 115. It won't change. But in that 5 mouses, which mouse you have to select? That is very important, right? First mouse, second mouse or a fifth mouse. You have to use a minor number there. All the devices are of same type. But in that, which one you have to select means, here if it's a 5 means, you have to select the fifth mouse. Fifth mouse device driver function. Hope you are understanding. Alright, getting guys? If you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Next, fifo file. It is a special pipe device file. It is like a pipe. FIFO is nothing but a pipe, which provides a temporary buffer for 2 or more processes to communicate by writing data to and reading data from the buffer. It is very simple. FIFO is like nothing but a temporary. FIFO is a temporary buffer. If a 2 or more process wants to communicate with each other, they are going to communicate using this FIFO file. How they are going to communicate means, assume that there are 2 processes. If a process 1 wants to communicate with the process 2, for example, if a process 1 wants to send the data to the process 2, what it will do means, process 1 is going to write the data to the FIFO file. Process 2 is going to read the data from the FIFO file. Here FIFO file is going to act as an intermediate buffer. Hope you are understanding guys. So 2 processes wants to communicate. One process is going to write to the FIFO. Another process is going to read from the FIFO. Same information process 2 can read from the FIFO. So FIFO acts as an intermediate file. Hope you are understanding. Next, the size of the buffer is fixed to pipe buffer. You can fix the size of a particular FIFO file. It's your choice. And data in the buffer is accessed in first out manner. That's why FIFO. Right? Who comes first? Right? He will get the chance. Who comes first? He will get the chance. Hope you are understanding. And the first in will be the first out. First in will be the first out. The buffer is allocated when the first process opens the FIFO file for read or write. Hope you are understanding. If one process reads, another process should write. Right? If it's write, another process should read. So whenever the first process opens this FIFO file for read and write, then the buffer will be allocated. Initially it will be allocated. The buffer is discarded when all the processes close their references, obviously. Buffer will be, it is temporary, that's why the buffer will be discarded or removed when the process close their addresses, their respective IDs. Hope you are understanding. Data that is stored in a FIFO buffer is temporary. You know that buffer is temporary memory. Hope you are understanding guys how they will communicate. If a 2 process wants to communicate, one process will write that to the FIFO. Another process is going to read the same data. In this way, 2 processes can communicate with each other. Again, if a process 2 wants to communicate with the process 1, process 2 will write the data to the FIFO. Process 1 will read the data from the FIFO. Getting guys? So data that is stored in the FIFO is temporary. And one more important thing, a FIFO file may be created using a mkfifo command. For example, you can see there in example, the following command creates a FIFO file. If it does not exist, mkfifo user/program/FIFO file. It's going to create a FIFO pipe. So FIFO files can be removed using a rm command. If you want to remove the FIFO files, it can be removed using the rm command. Hope you're understanding, guys. Next, symbolic link file. So what is a symbolic link file? A symbolic link file contains a path name which references another file in either local or remote file system. So symbolic file contains the link. In simple words, symbolic file contains a link of the another file. Symbolic link will nothing but it's like address of another file. Address of another file will be stored in one file, like that. Symbolic link file contains a path name which references another file. It can be local or it can be remote. Local means same machine, remote means other machine. It will contain the path information of a particular file that is present in a different system. Hope you are understanding, right? So for example, a symbolic link may be created in Unix through ln command, right? So ln command can be used to create the symbolic link file. For example, see ln-s, s means symbolic link, user. So example, user will be divya/original/user/raj/link. Here you can see there. So you are going divya, right? Divya file of divya contains the symbolic link of the file of Raj. Getting, guys? So this file divya file contains the link or a path of the another file of a user Raj. It is possible to create a symbolic link to reference another symbolic link. If you want to create a link within the link, it is also possible, right? Right? So these commands, whatever the commands is there, right? Remove command, move command, these commands will operate only on the symbolic link arguments directly, not on the files. Files won't be affected here. Only the link arguments will be affected here. Getting, guys? Don't get confused. In a simple word, symbolic link files contains the address of another file, link or a path of another file. So hope you are understanding, guys. Suppose if you have any doubts, please post your doubts in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.